Chairman Toomey, Chairman Crapo, thank you very much. Chairman to be, perhaps. Thank you very much for the opportunity to express this amazing dissatisfaction with what this proposal means to Kansans. I spent most of the week last week in Kansas. This is a topic of conversation in almost every circumstance. So many times Kansans bring to me this something they've read, something they've heard, something they've seen on the internet. And I used to wonder, could this be true? This is so far-fetched that this can't be the real circumstance, only to know that in Washington, D.C., in this circumstance, it is for real. Only to know that it's so important that the Secretary of the Treasury is testifying in front of our Banking Committee in favor of it. And the reaction by Kansans is exactly the right one. This is a terrible intrusion into the privacy of our lives and our families' lives and our business. Kansans will pay their fair share of taxes. They'll pay what they're legally entitled to, but they do not expect, do not want the federal government to have more information intrude upon their privacy in this circumstance. So to begin with, privacy is hugely important to Kansas. This is a terrible mistake in this intrusion. Secondly, our financial institutions, credit unions and banks. Kansas has lots of small institutions across our state. The reality is this is an expensive proposition, record-keeping costs. In fact, a couple of financial institutions, a banker in Paola tells me it's not even law yet, and I've had customers closing their accounts. The reaction, this is a loss of business for those financial institutions, but also the cost of complying means that our small institutions will once again have the burden of more regulations, not less. And a banker in Overbrook says this means further consolidation of small community banks at the cost of such a program would be impossible for a smaller bank to bear, and thus they would be forced to sell the bank. Terrible, terrible privacy policy. Protect Americans' privacy, protect Kansas' privacy, and make sure our financial institutions that are so important in the lives of the well-being of Kansans and Americans don't have one more burden they can't afford to comply with. Thank you.